Hello, Mike Feldberger. I'm going to be giving you a recap of the July 2nd Wingless Wednesday Golden Hammer Racing action at the Shellhammer Dirt Track. All micro sprint classes were on the Speedway on July the 2nd, the 600 micros, 270 micros, 125 micros, and the junior sprints. 34 600s were signed in, 27 270s, 12 125s, and 13 junior sprints signed in for the racing action at Shellhammers, the little track by the river. We had some vouchers to be given away to the fans, concession stand vouchers, and a Fan of the Week pass. Fan of the Week pass was sponsored by my daughter, Jen Feltenberger. The grandstand vouchers and a pit pass voucher were sponsored by Dawn and Dennis McKeon, also known as Double D Motorsports, and Pocono International Raceway sponsored a voucher to the fans. Dave and Brenda gave $25 tow money to all of the 600s that did not qualify, and the 270s also got tow money if you could not start the A main. We had 27 270s signed in, but I believe 3 or 4 could not take the green, so Dave and Brenda decided to give them tow money as well. I don't think there's a small track around that would pay tow money for any kind of a show, and Dave and Brenda gave tow money to all the non-qualifiers and non-starters in the 600 micros and the 270s. Fast time awards were given out. Matt Hoffman was your fastest 270 driver, getting an award from Dolan Racing. Dolan Racing also sponsored the 125s. John Maurer was fast time in the 125s. This went by your fastest heat lap in the qualifying. Andrew Ferriola in the junior sprints got the PTC Racing Fast Time Award, and Wayne Scott was your fastest qualifier. The 600s had a 2-lap time trial session with Wayne Scott getting the fast time, and that's sponsored by Levan Machine and Truck Equipment. If you want to see all the full sponsorships and the A-Main rundowns, go to shellhammersproboards.com. You can see everything on there. I'm going to give you a brief description of what happened during the night. First up was the 270 micros, getting the win in the Double D Motorsport 747 from his second starting spot, Richie Hartman. Adam Bushell in the 10 got the second spot. He was hanging back around 4th or 5th, and halfway through the 30-lap event, all of a sudden, Adam found some low-side speed, getting second at the finish. John Maurer in the 82, getting third. Getting fourth in the 45, 15th starter, Matt McAnally, and 5th spot, Jacob Neff in the 29J. Jacob came on strong in the later stages of the race, also getting by a couple cars with a few laps to go to get 5th spot. Hard charger was Jarrett Imler. He was 7th, coming from 24th to 7th, I believe it was, picking up 17 spots. And hard luck, Dustin Roberts. Dustin actually was running in the top 5, and during one of the caution sessions, I believe a tire was flat, and they had to pull Dustin Roberts off the speedway. He's getting the hard luck award. Junior sprints were next. Jay Smith showing some real speed in both the junior sprints and the 600 micros. Took the lead from the start, grabbed the win in the 27. Staying close behind was Andrew Ferriola in the 26. Gavin Wolf, junior slingshot racer, hopping into a junior sprint, getting third in the 15. Carter Green in the 5 was 4th, and getting 5th was Logan Shabelia. Your hard charger in the junior sprints was Aiden Buckwalter. Aiden started 11th, was up into the top 5, charging through the field. All of a sudden, the chain breakage forcing the 52 of Aiden Buckwalter to be a DNF. So he was getting the hard luck award for the night. And hard charger was Logan Shabelia, going from 9th to 5th in the junior sprint A-Main. 125 micros, 12 cars starting the 25-lap distance. John Maurer getting the win in the 82. Seth Gregory in the 14 slotted in for second. Dave Schroeder in the X finishing third. Your 4th finisher was Easton Miller in the 17E. And Ryland Hanula in the 89, your pole sitter, getting 5th. Hard Charger was John Maurer coming from 5th to 1st, and your hard luck was Steve Simmons. Steve was a top 5 runner for the early stages of the race. All of a sudden, he was ending up pulling into the pit area. Some mechanical problems sidelighting the 04 while running in the top 5. So Steve Simmons getting the hard luck award for the 125 micros. Next up, and the final event of the night, 30 laps for the 600 micros, 24 cars starting. Getting the win was pole sitter Christian Bruno in the 5B. Christian running a solid race, had a few challenges along the way from Richie Hartman and Matthew Warner, but the distance himself at the end, getting the top spot for the 600 micros. Matthew Warner in the 98, showing some speed, getting second. Getting third, Matt McAnally in the 37. Dylan Contra in the 12, sliding in for the 4th position. Wayne Scott, your fast timer of the night, getting 5th in car number 10. Trent Warner in the 90, finishing 6th. Grayson Springer in the 28 was your 7th finisher. And rounding out your top 8 was Tyler Henry in the 56. Hard luck went to Trevor Kobolars. Trevor was in an early race accident, went to the back of the pack, came back charging through, was up to 9th, and was an innocent party of an incident late in the 30-lap main event, sending the 5 to the rear. And he continued on, but could not make much progress in the remaining 2 or 3 laps of the event. So we're giving the hard luck award to Trevor Kobolars. The hard charger of the event was Tyler Henry, 22nd to 8th. The 56 also rebounded from some early race incidents, but coming through the field, Tyler Henry in the 56, 22nd to 8th. The checker for the whole night was thrown at 11:09. The top 6 in the 125s and the top 6 in the junior sprints, which they both ran 2 heats. So the top 3 from each of those 2 heats had a redraw. We had the top 9 in the 270s. That was the top 3 from each of the 3 heats in the 270s in a redraw. And the 600s, the top 8 from time trials, ran a cash dash, which also set your starting lineup for the 30-lap A-main for the 600s. That's how qualifying was done. That's how the results were. And that was a couple of your winners. Again, if you'd like to see the full field rundown and the list of sponsors for everything that was given out last night, I believe there was over $2,400 in bonus money for all 4 classes given out last night in the July 2nd Wingless Wednesday Golden Hammer. So hope to see everybody back at Shellhammer's next Wednesday for another Wingless Wednesday event. The July 1st Wingless Wednesday, which actually Topless Tuesday, I guess we could call it, even though these cars have roofs on them, for the slingshots, the stage 1s, and the junior sprints. The rain makeup is July the 15th, Tuesday, July the 15th. So on behalf of everybody at Shellhammer's Dirt Track, thank you for watching. Please have a safe and happy 4th of July, and see everybody back at the little track by the river next Wednesday, July the 9th.